Hey Glam Dolls, welcome back to our channel. I hope you guys are all fabulous today. So I have been gone for so long. Oh, fucking fly. So I have been gone for so long. I've been gone for the last week because I got married. Duh. So if you've been following me, I ended up getting hitched and I am now Mrs. Cordova. Yeah, we got hitched. Yay. I mean, we pretty much been married anyway, but now it's like official. So he's for real my husband and I for real own him now. So that's where I've been and I'm so excited to be back and I can't believe it was actually really hard for me to be away that long, believe it or not. Like I was actually like, I don't know how people go on these long little vacays away from YouTube. Like I felt like something was missing and something was not right. And I'm like, oh my God, I have not filmed in a week. So I'm really happy to be back. And while I was gone, I picked the worst week to be gone too. It was my 1 year on YouTube. So I just celebrated a few days ago 1 year on YouTube. Woo! And it's crazy to see where my little channel has gone. I'm not where I expected to be, but I am still so far from the like awkward girl that I was 1 year ago on here, not knowing what the hell to do and where to look, and was so uncomfortable on here. Like I didn't know what the hell to do. Oh my God, my first videos were the worst and I do not recommend watching them at all because they're embarrassing. But to celebrate on being here 1 year, I am putting together a giveaway which will be up on Friday, and I'm gonna actually keep it very simple. Like I'm just gonna buy a gift card to Sephora and I'm gonna do like $100 gift card and throw it up for someone, and whoever wins wins. And obviously you're gonna have to be subscribed to my channel. So I know we just got done with the giveaway too, and I was like, oh my God, we're already gonna do another one, but it's 1 year on YouTube. I have to celebrate and give back to my girls and guys who have supported me, because yes, there are a few of you guys out there. I've seen you. Thank you for supporting my channel as well. So thank you all who have been by me for the last year. It means the world to me because I never thought in a million years that over 800 people would want to watch me yap about makeup. So I love you guys and I can't wait to see where we're at in 1 more year. So yeah, giveaway will be live in a little bit, or in my next video. And to kind of be a little nostalgic on one of my first videos, the second video I ever filmed was my ride or die products. And those products that I first like last year that I was like vibing over, and they were like my ride or dies. A lot of them I don't use anymore, and I found new ride or dies. So I wanted to do an updated video of like all the beauty products, and not just makeup. I want to do all the beauty products that I am vibing on right now. And you know, basically my 2018 ride or dies so far, from last year to this year, and let you guys know what I'm using, what has been my holy grails this year as my skin has changed and matured. So that's what we're gonna do today. So hold tight, Glam Dolls, and I'm gonna go get this stuff together. So see you in a second. Okay, so the first thing I want to start with is skincare. I don't have too many products I'm vibing on so much. The first thing is obviously the one thing I'm still using that is my ride or die is my Neutrogena makeup wipes. I have yet to try a makeup wipe that I like as much as these. I do go back and forth between the lavender ones and these, but these little blue package cloths are the ride or dies, okay? And I know every girl out there feels me, so I just had to throw that in there because they're right here, and I go through packs and packs and packs and packs of them, and I probably should buy some stake in Neutrogena because I know us makeup lovers are keeping that company in the fucking green. So, ooh, excuse my language, sorry. I've had a potty mouth lately. And next for skincare, there's two moisturizers I've been using a lot. Like serums and toners, I've been kind of like rotating through. I wouldn't say I have a holy grail right now. I've been kind of like vibing out on new things. Right now I'm using the Lancome Genifique serum, and I really, really like it. But I've been kind of vibing different ones and seeing what I like. But as far as like my moisturizers, there are two that I have been vibing on for the last year that I absolutely love. One is great for all skin types and all ages, and the other one I would say is great for us gals who are starting to age and those of us who have aged a bit. So the first one, it's a drugstore one too, and it's one of my favorites. It is the L'Oreal Hydra-Genius Moisturizer, and this one's for normal dry skin. Ooh, there's a fly. This one's for normal dry skin, and they do have one that is for oily skin as well, just like this. So whatever your skin type, they do have one for you. It is amazing, and the reason I like this is because it's not super thick, and I feel like my skin just absorbs it, and it has kept my face feeling so soft. Like, if you guys know or have been watching me for a long time, you guys know that like I've been battling with dry skin for a long time, a really long time, and I feel like since I've been using this regularly, like I use it day and night, I'm very religious about my skincare routine. So my skin has been normal to combo, and it's better from the dry that it was. I would say the combo is normal to a little oily around my T-zone, but it is summertime, so it could just be sweat. But, you know, this has been what has been working amazing for me. And the other thing, it's a little bit more high priced, and you can only get it online, I believe. It's the Skin Medica Total Defense and Repair Broad Spectrum SPF 34 Sunscreen Infrared Protection Age Defense Moisturizer. That is a freaking mouthful. This stuff is freaking amazing. It has got SPF 34 in it. It protects you from UV rays, infrared, everything, like everything. And it is to keep you from aging, and it's packed with so many vitamins, and my skin just sucks this up, especially like before I go out during the day. Like if I know I'm going out, like I don't use it when I'm like at home vegging, but if I know I'm going out or to work or whatever, I always put this on. And I don't normally like when they have a lot of sunscreen on it. There's a certain smell and just like a certain texture to it too that like I just feel like my skin doesn't absorb it all. And this feels like a real moisturizer, and it's not super sunscreeny, and I really feel like this is working and keeping me youthful. I haven't even had my Botox rounds yet, and I'm like, you know, way in between shots. I can move my eyebrows again. That's how I know I need it. And my forehead's still looking good. So I think this is helping keep the Botox at bay right now and the wrinkles at bay. So not needing to get any more Botox for a little bit longer. So now moving on to makeup. So I have one primer, and it's drugstore also, that I have been loving so much since I found it, and it's the Milani Prime Perfection Primer. Now they have a few different ones. This one's a hydrating one. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and it is, I mean, it's just amazing. It smooths my skin out and really hydrates it so I don't have any of the dry patches on my skin. And it's really inexpensive, and I'm addicted to the smell of it. I don't know why. It's not like a fruity smell or florally smell or anything. It's just got this smell that is kind of addicting to me. I don't know. But I love this stuff. Now for the foundations that have been my ride or dies through any season, both of these foundations, one you guys have known has been my ride or die. One is another one is a kind of fairly newer one, but this one even beat my ride or die. Like I picked this one over my ride or die. Like this is the new #1 slot, if you will. So that's why I had to show you both of them. The first one is Lancome Teint Idole, because I mean, I feel like almost everybody's tried this one by now, so you know why. It's amazing because it is matte but not drying. It also gives a radiance and it lasts, and it's not heavy, but it's full coverage. Like, this stuff is amazing. And one bottle lasts me a really long time because it a little bit goes a long way with this one. So this is why this is still one of my ride or dies, and I think it will be for a very long time. One of my new ride or dies is the Dior Forever Undercover 24-hour full coverage foundation. This is the best foundation on the market, and I don't feel like this gets enough exposure, especially on YouTube. I don't feel like enough people are using it or trying it, and this is the same cost as this one. Like, there is no price difference. I know people see Dior and they think super expensive, but they're both in the $50 range, which is a lot, you know, for foundation, but they're concentrated, so they last longer. Like, if I buy, like, you know, like a L'Oreal or Maybelline foundation, they're going to last me, like, maybe the month, whereas these will last me, like, 3 months. So, in the end, they cost about the same. So, I prefer a higher-end foundation. That is the one place I always say, if you can afford to splurge on something, foundation is what you want to splurge on. So, these are my 2 ride or die recommendations. Now, I know I have high-end foundations, but my ride or die concealers are definitely cheap, price conscious, but they're like, they blow high-end out of the water, you guys. So the first one, and both of them are new ones for me. Like, we were all about the Tarte Shape Tape. Well, after their Tarte Shape Tape foundation debacle, am no longer buying any Tarte. So, I ended up moving away from that, and luckily, Makeup Revolution came out with their Conceal and Define Concealer, which is a complete dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, but I like this one better. I feel like this one leaves my under eye a lot more radiant and less drying than Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like Tarte Shape Tape is really matte, whereas this one gives a little bit more luminosity, but it does set, you know, the same. It's really amazing. It's not as heavy. I feel like this is just so much better, and it's $7, you guys. And I've been wearing mine all day since like 7 a.m. and look, still in place. Haven't touched up, nothing. Looks amazing. Just gonna say. And my other favorite concealer right now, because I go back and forth, I always have 2. I'm a Gemini. We always have to have like one or the other. We can never make like a full-on hard decision. So the next one is the BH Cosmetics BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. I just got this a couple months ago and fell in love. Oh my God, did I fall in love with this and don't know why I've been sleeping on this. It is $10, you guys, and it has got such amazing coverage, and this stuff does not crease. It doesn't crease. Now, I have really like almondy type shaped eyes, and I have creases just naturally. Even when I was younger, like, I've always had little creases and folds. So when I started wearing makeup, it would make me look a lot older than I was, because it would bring out these wrinkles or lines that were just naturally there. Well, this stuff does not crease. It lays smooth. It's amazing, and it's not heavy. That's a big thing for me right now. I don't want anything heavy, especially in the summertime. I love a good cake face, but I don't want to feel like I'm cake faced. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So this is a great one. If you haven't tried it, please do. Again, this is another one I don't hear enough people raving about. This shiznit is the bomb.com. Setting powders. Okay, so one I think was my ride or die last year, and it's still my ride or die now, and it's the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect powder. I stopped using it for a little while because it's so hard to find. The only place I know that sells it is Amazon and Walmart. That's it. And even at that, you can hardly ever find it, and I'm almost out right now. I'm like scraping the last little bits out. This is amazing for dry skin, you guys. This is the most fine, I'm telling you, the most fine freaking drugstore setting powder ever, and it's the name Hydra Perfect. It's like hydrating. It does not leave an oil cast, or not an oil cast, like a dry cast or a powder cast. Like, it just soaks right in. You don't even need like a damp beauty blender for it to soak right in. It just does, and doesn't leave like heaviness, and it holds your makeup all day long. And it's just so amazing, and it doesn't mess with the integrity of the color of your foundation, or if like you do cream contouring, it doesn't mess with the color at all. So the translucent really is translucent. It's amazing. And again, this is another one I don't hear anybody talking about. This is like my little secret right here. Like, I love this stuff so much, and I don't know why I can't get it anywhere else. The other one I was debating even bringing up, because nobody can buy it anymore unless you go on, like, you know, on eBay or something and spend triple the amount of money it was, because it was a limited time thing. And yes, I'm talking about MAC's Patrick Star collab, the Patrick powder. It's my favorite foundation, or my favorite setting powder in the whole wide world. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we're ever going to see it again. I hope we do, and if we do, I'm going to buy a case of it, because I'm almost out, and I've been savoring it for months since it came out, and thanks to my wedding day, like, I'm getting like close to like nothing in it. So it's gonna go back in the vault until I find another one that's that good. That stuff leaves your face matte, and I wasn't sure about it because it does have like a pinky tint to it, and I was like, I just have a problem with setting powders that like change the color of your foundation. I did not want that, but this powder is so freaking good. Oh, they need to bring it back. Bring it back, Patrick. Bring it back. Okay? And Mac, you guys listening out there, please bring it back. Okay, next is a bronzer, and nothing has changed in the past like 20 years. This is still my favorite bronzer in the world, the Hoola bronzer. I like it because I can bronze with it, contour with it, use it as eyeshadow, use it as a coaster, you know. It's multi-use. I love this stuff. It is the perfect, it's not too warm, it's not too cool tone, and it is almost time for Mama to get another one, because I have hit pan on this one too. But again, I think we'll all agree this is one of the best. Now for blush, I don't really have any that I'm like, oh my god, ride or dying over, but I will say there's one that's been in my kits for years, and actually I only have the deluxe size version now. I don't know where my full size one went. Is the NARS Orgasm Blush. So as we all know, it is a cult classic, but I want to show you guys this one. It may look really, really bold in the pan, but let me show you guys. Let me grab my favorite little blush brush. Let me put this baby on, and I'm like digging in. This gives such the most beautiful flush of color, and I really dug in, okay? It gives such like an orgasm flush of color, like you just had an orgasm. It gives you that rosy glow, but it's got like, it has a glow to it naturally already. It is just so beautiful and is great for any skin tone. Like, I don't know a skin tone this doesn't look good on. I feel like it morphs to your skin tone, which is why it's so good. Like, it looks so bold, but it's not. It just goes on like a sheer wash. I don't know. It's witchcraft. It's magic in there. I don't know. I think it's a witch's formula, but it looks good on everybody. So as we all know, if you've been with me since the beginning, you guys know that I am like ride or die, hardcore highlighter person, like period. And I do have a couple like that I've been like oohing and awing over. Like, I will say the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighters have been some of my favorites. They're amazing, 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 but they are so hardcore, which is a great thing. And I love that they melt into your skin. Those are two of my favorites, but the one that actually has taken the cake for me is the ones Morphe released. And my favorite color is actually Spark. And when I first got it, I wasn't the biggest fan of it because I was really into the hardcore wash of the Physicians Formula Butter Collection one. I wanted that bam in your face. But now this does get built up to that. Don't get me wrong, it will. But it also gives you just such a nice like highlight. As you can see, it's what I'm wearing today. It's actually what I wear almost every day now. Like, this highlight has been on since this morning. It's still glowing, and it just gives me the perfect summer glow without being too harsh. And the other thing I like is because I am older, I'm in my mid-30s, it doesn't like, it doesn't intensify my pores or, you know, any lines in my face or any wrinkles. It really just gives me this soft glow. I just really love this. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So that's my favorite. And it's very inexpensive too. I love finding products that are inexpensive, that are like, that put high-end ones to shame. Like, who doesn't want to save money? I love my high-end stuff, don't get me wrong, but if I can find something for a great deal, I'm about that life. Now, as far as eyeshadows go, this one's kind of hard because I do have so many palettes that I love, but the ones that I reach for, I wanted to go through the ones that I reach for on like the daily basis when I go to work and, you know, when I go out. And there have been a couple of releases this year that have just been it for me. Like, they are, ooh, let me grab one. They are my ride or dies for this year that so far that have been amazing. And one is the Soft Glam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. As you can tell, mine is dingy and disgusting because it gets so much use. Now, I love a good ABH palette, and I cannot wait for the new Norvina palette to hit Anastasia's website on the 17th. I know a lot of us have seen it. If you haven't, you are hiding under a rock or locked in your home. You need to go see it. It's got a pretty purpley pinky look to it, but the Soft Glam is one of my favorites because it is like a collection of all my favorite shadows from like past palettes, and I think there's some new ones in here and some single eyeshadows. It's just the great everyday palette, and I feel like every time like I go to do a look for work or something, you know, just an everyday look, this is the palette I've been reaching for, which is why mine is so disgusting. This is an embarrassment, but I was just using it the other day, so that's why it's all dusty and gross. Ugh. But yeah, one of my favorites, and I think it's a lot of our favorites. The quality in this one definitely redeemed herself from Subculture and from Prism. I didn't even care for Prisms too much. This one really reminded me of modern Renaissance again, as far as like how they pressed it and everything. Amazing. Another one this year that has really just been in my repertoire like crazy is Natasha Denona's Tropic palette. So I know this was more a spring release, but this is really one that I do reach for every day. And I know the colors look like, it looks like pretty bold and bright, but to be honest, these colors right here, and actually pretty much these whole two rows get used like almost daily, you guys. And I do use this bottom row for pops of color, and I just feel like this is one of her best palettes so far. This is one of my favorites, and I am a Natasha Denona collector. I have many, many of her palettes, not every single one, but I have almost all of them. And this is definitely one of my favorites. One more favorite of the year, and I wasn't even going to bring it out because it's so cliche, but I'm going to throw it up anyway. It is the Jaclyn Hill palette. Let me go ahead and fix that. It's the Jaclyn Hill palette. I mean, ooh. I mean, who doesn't like this palette, you guys? This is everybody's favorite palette. This is like the palette of the year, I think. This palette just has everything you could possibly need. Oh great, all my makeup just fell out. It has everything you could possibly need. Like, if I had to go on a long vacation and could only take one palette with me, this would probably be it, because I can do so much with this. This one is everything. So the next couple items I'm going to talk about, I wouldn't say they're ride or dies for me, which is why I almost didn't bring these up too. But I feel like for eyeliner, I've just been kind of floating through everything. Last year was another Essence product. It was the Skinny Pen Liner, and it reminded me a lot of Kat Von D's pen liners. But as far as longevity goes, the Essence Super Last 18 Hour Liquid Liner is amazing. It is the only one that I found that is like really water resistant as far as liquid liner goes. The only reason I would say this is not my ride or die is because I don't really like the brush on it. If I had a thinner brush, I would be a lot happier. I don't really, it's almost like a brush and a felt tip in one, and it's kind of thick, so I can't really get the precise point that I want with it. But the formula is what is ride or die for me. And then for mascara, I feel like the mascara of the year is the Voluminous Lash Paradise. This one is still like a ride or die for me. I still bust it out all the time. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex dupe, and it's just bomb. And it's like, I don't know, $7 at Walmart. So it is an amazing, amazing drugstore, mascara. I think the reason I don't get super hyped though for like mascaras and stuff is because I wear falsies every day. So whether they thicken and lengthen my lashes, I don't care, because I'm going to glue some on that are going to do that for me. And the lashes that I have been loving, I actually don't have with me. So one of the ones I like, I had to go pick up some lashes today, and I got the Ardell Wispies. The Demi Wispies are actually my favorite, but they came out with like a faux mink Demi Wispies that have a little bit more oomph to it, if you will. They're not like the basic Demi Wispies. They have a lot more hairs on them, and they're actually the ones I'm wearing right now. So these are actually like my favorite pair. They give just so much lash without being over dramatic. And then my other favorite pair I wore on my wedding and ruined them. Ended up losing them. It was my Morphe Hollywood Boulevard lashes, and I had just bought a new pair and lost one of them because I drank too much and came home and fell asleep in them. So one of them is like behind my headboard somewhere or crushed into my carpet. I don't know. But it's gone. It's gone. So I gotta go get another pair. I need to go buy like 5 boxes while I'm at the Morphe store. So the Morphe ones are my favorite. And of course the Duo Lash Glue in black. Not much to say here except it works amazing. And it's the ride or die. That's the homie for life. For setting spray, I will say the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist is the bomb.com. So not only does this have the finest mist of any freaking setting spray ever, it's just like a literal just mist, and it's an even mist too. It's not like these pumps that are all and spitting all over your face. It's just like just a pretty mist that just coats your face evenly and pretty, and I just feel like that also helps with the setting of your makeup and making it look well. And the formula is amazing. I do feel like it stays, but it doesn't dry out your face. So that is why this is my favorite. It is in an aerosol can, so yes, it is horrible for the environment, but it's so amazing. So amazing. Look at me trying to justify it. Oof. So that is it for makeup, you guys, but I did have a few hair products that I did want to just throw in really quick to talk to you guys about. Since you guys know I am not a natural blonde, as you can tell, my hair is very, very dry and damaged horribly. And one of the products that has saved my hair is these Palmer's coconut oil hair masks, which I will put a picture right here. Now, those masks have saved my hair once a week. If it wasn't for that, my hair would have fried and fell off, like it would have completely broken. And there's a few other things I just wanted to throw in that have saved my hair and kept me really blonde. The shampoo I use to keep it really blonde in tone is the Matrix So Silver Purple Shampoo. Best shampoo on the market. It's not harsh. It doesn't turn my hair purple like other ones in the past have. It just keeps me nice and platinum. And then before I put any heat on my hair whatsoever, I use the Bumble and Bumble Hairdressers Invisible Oil Primer. And this stuff is a heat and UV protectant, and it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And I bought this bottle forever ago and I barely used like a fourth of it. There's still so much left and I've used it for months. And then another one that I love is the Joico Blonde Life Brightening Veil. And this is another UV heat protectant. And you spray this on and it helps your hair hold on to its blonde and protects it. So those are my hair products that are ride or die. And one of my favorite styling products that I am wearing in my hair right now is the Wave Spray. And I got one a long time ago in a Sephora play box when I used to get it, and when I was up by the register at Sephora they had the travel size of it too, so I had to pick up another one. I need to go get the big bottle of it because I am obsessed with it and I love the smell of it. Oh, it smells so good. And I love that like I can keep my hair wavy and I don't have to put any hairspray in it. I do have a little bit of mousse in it today, which is why it's a little more crunchy than normal. But normally I can just put this Wave Spray in and not have to use any hairspray, and it's gonna like keep my waves all day without having that horrible hairspray. And again, the smell is amazing. I die for this smell, and I wish Jen would like make a body spray of this smell, the Wave Spray smell. Ugh, die. I have one more product and that is all. The last beauty product that is like ride or die for me. So as a mom on a budget and a mom who also is on a budget with her time, one of my freaking I call her a coworker, but she doesn't work with me. She works in another office down the way from mine. She got me started on these like glue-on press-on nails from Kiss, okay? So these I've talked about before are amazing. I used to get my nails done all the time, but gel nails and acrylic nails have damaged my nails forever. And I just want to say I have had these nails on since about 4 days before my wedding, which was a week and a half ago. And they're still holding tough, you guys. They are not the old ones that have like the little gel pads. These ones I just use like a nail glue and glue them on, and voila, they stay forever. And they have great ones, and nobody ever notices that they're freaking glue-ons, you guys. Like, they're amazing, and I can change them out. They have all kinds of different types, and they even have toe ones too, and my toes look so cute, and it saves me a ton of money. Like, they're great, especially in a jam if you want your nails done for a night and you don't want to keep them on forever. Like, that way you're not wasting a ton of money, you know, like going to get your nails done. Because now, like, I know my old nail lady charges like $80. So $80 versus $8. And these look good. So I'm just saying, throwing it out there. Some people will never get on the press-on nail tip, but I have. And nobody knows the wiser. Everybody thinks I get my nails done. That's all I'm saying. I look fabulous. So that is all I have for you guys today. I have missed you guys so much, and I promise never to leave you guys alone for that long again. And next time I come back, I will have a $100 gift card for one lucky winner. So make sure you have your notifications on, because we are going to do a giveaway, and I may try to do something a little bit different this time. So make sure you're subscribed and you have your notifications on, because You don't want to miss this. All right, you guys, I love you so much, and I will see you guys on Friday.